What's up, guys? Today I thought I'd bring you a little bit of an interesting new deck profile that I'm sort of tinkering with. It's Dinomists, but with the Cyber Dragon engine in, because I thought, because they're both machines, they can kind of benefit from each other. Bear in mind that this is sort of just a theory brew kind of deck. Yeah, I just thought it might be a cool idea to test out. I haven't actually taken it to any event or anything, but I just thought I might just test it out before I get the last pieces of the actual Cyber Dragon deck to profile for you guys. So let's just put those to the side and get started. Now, first of all, you've got out of the Dinomist, we've got 3 Brachion. He's the one that's sort of the Cyber Dragon of the deck, except for he can special summon himself as even if you have got monsters on the field, as long as you don't have a Dinomist Brachion on the field. Yeah, I thought it was just Dinomist, but it's just himself. So, yep, he's actually really strong. I was about to call him a Pokemon, but dirt. Anyway, next one is Ceratops. He can also special summon himself as long as you've only got Dinomists on the field, which is actually really strong as well. And then for the last of the 5s, we've got Dinomist Rex. You could count him as the boss monster because he's got the biggest text box. That's how to count the best monster. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. Oh, you can sort of see it there. So yeah, whenever he attacks, at the end of the damage step, he gets a different effect for what you want, as long as you tribute a Dinomist monster. First one is to basically become BLS, and the second one is to shuffle a card from the hand or field. So I'd go field, and that gains 100 attack. 100 attack is pretty irrelevant, but as you'll probably see later, but it can come in handy. So yep, there's that. And then for the 4s of the deck, I only could get 2, so I'm running 2 Terror, and then last of all, I'm running 3 Plesio, which can help you really OTK pretty hard in combination with a couple of another card that you run. That I will show you in a minute when we get to the spells. Now for the Cyber Dragon engine, you can probably tell what's going to be in there. You know, 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Core, and 3 Dre. If you don't know what they do, then go to my Cyber Dragon deck profile and actually listen to me. For spells, we have Dinomist Tenki. It allows you to... I call it Tenki because essentially it's essentially the same. It allows you to search for a Dinomist card, and whenever a Dinomist would be added to the extra deck face up, it gets put to your hand instead, which means that you haven't got them locked out of your extra deck when you don't have the right scale, which is actually really cool. And then Cyber Repair Plant for searching out the Cyber Dragons. 2 Power Bond to go into fusions. 2 Dynamic Power Load. Now this is the card that makes quite a lot of things irrelevant, because it turns every Dinomist monster into Armades, as well as giving them a 300 attack and defense boost. Instant Fusion for going into both Norden and Panzer Dragon. 1 Terraforming, 1 Overload Fusion, and 1 Limiter Removal. And then I only play 3 traps in the form of Dinomist Rush, which just allows you to special summon a Dinomist from the deck, and then it becomes unaffected by card effects, which is really good. And then you destroy it during the end, but you're going to make a play with it anyway. And if you have Dinomist Charge, that becomes irrelevant anyway, as well. Okay, then extra deck time. We actually do have a hefty fusion lineup. so that's actually kind of cool. So we got obviously the Norden, the Panzer Dragon for the instant fusion. Then a new one, the only new one that I could actually get my hands on. Chimera Attack Rampage Dragon. I'm actually gonna, if you don't know what it is, I'm gonna probably explain it better in my Cyber Dragon deck profile, which should be coming soon. But let's just say it's a better version of Cyber Twin. I'm going to put it that way. You may not look it, but if you do your research, then you'll see why. And then I'll explain in greater detail for why it's better in the actual Cyber Dragon deck profile. Then I've got a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Whoops, not the camera. 2 Cyber Twin, because I don't have 2 Chimera Tech Rampage. 1 Chimera Tech Over Dragon, and then 1 Barbaroid. Again, if you don't know what any of these do, except for Chimera Tech Rampage, then just look at my Cyber Dragon deck profile. Then for the XYZ engine, got Gear Gigant X, because it searches all of your 4s, which is really good, and you actually run a substantial amount of 4s for it to be justified as good. Digusto Emerald, so that you can chuck things back into the deck. Castel, because Castel. Durandal, to kind of stop people from gaining an advantage, and sometimes you actually can just force them to pop your scales, and then they'll go back to they'll most likely go back to your hand. But yeah, it's a good card. And then Orcosaurus, and finally double Cyber Dragon Nova. I don't have any infinities yet because I wasn't able to pull any from the actual box opening. I've got 2 more on the way, as well as a lucky Trishula that hopefully will be coming by Thursday, which I look forward to. But you got just to keep in mind that this deck is purely a fun deck, really. It's nothing competitive. It's definitely not going to be top tier at all. And yeah, that's all I really got to say about it. Fun deck. Just give it a try. If you have any improvements that you would actually make to the deck, I've just knocked over a Shadow Hedgehog. If you have any improvements to the deck, just feel free to post them. Don't be like a twat. But yeah, feel free to post them into the comments, and I might give this another whirl. I'm definitely going to do a proper Dinomist deck profile after I've got my next boxes, so that I can just have an actual profile with it on its own and see whether it's actually going to be fairly relevant. But yeah, anyway, that's all I really have to say. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a cheeky like, and if you aren't subscribed, then please do subscribe. It just makes it gives me a lot of motivation when people decide to like the videos, comment positive things, and subscribe as well. So yeah, I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be on Thursday. If not, there might be one before. I don't know why there would be, but just keep a lookout, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.